My name is Alex Duta. I grew and scaled a restoration company from my dad's garage to over 8 figures, and now I'm on a mission to help you grow and scale yours. In today's Albi After Hours episode, we're going to be talking about a restoration secret of mine, and that is growth stacking. Okay, so this is going to be a very short but powerful Albi After Hours message, okay? And the concept is growth stacking, and I think it's one of my secrets to success with both Albi. Albi has been growing 30% month over month. We just closed our seed round. We've got thousands of restorers on the platform, outpacing most everybody else within the software space. Remixera, same thing. We had a very explosive growth within 5 years of time, and everybody kind of asks, well, what's that secret, right? And I don't think there's like one exact secret per se, right? I think it's just a combination of wanting things and trying to hack your way through. But I don't think there's just one secret. However, if I were to take one of the most powerful things that I learned early on, it's the concept of growth stacking, right? And the concept of growth stacking is pretty simple. And it's the concept of taking one thing that you do, let's say you grow on, and stacking it on top of another one. What do I mean by that? Let's say we're trying to get this end result of a sales number, right? Imagine that you take a new sales technique or something that builds upon something else, and you just add it, right? So like week number 1 we implement agent marketing, and then week number 2 we implement something else on top of that. Week number 3 we implement something on top of that, right? And it's a concept of these like really quick things that can push the needle that you stack on top of each other. And by the time you get to the end of a year, or at the end of a period, you've just stacked all these things on top of each other, and it's super powerful. Think of it too like a snowball, right? When you start a snowball, you pack up and you've got this little tiny snowball, right? And then you're rolling it down, and it's picking up, and it's drastically getting bigger, because the bigger it gets, the more snow it's actually going to pick up, right? And it snowballs into just massive thing that you just can't push anymore, right? And first of all, to go back to growth stacking, if you're not doing a business plan of any sort, or you're not, you don't have any goals of how your business is going, you absolutely should, right? Like, that's the fundamentals. Go to Violin's business planning retreat. They have them in Captiva this year, actually. They have them every year. They're great. They'll teach you how to business plan, right? And typically what they teach you is, setting goals, major business objectives, and a lot of times they're quarterly MBOs, right? They're major business objectives. This quarter we're working by this. And if you go into EOS, they also teach you, into these quarterly rocks that we're trying to solve, and we're laser focused, which is absolutely wonderful. It's amazing to set up goals and achieve goals and work on them, right? Now, my secret to growth stacking is the duration of time between those goals, right? And if we take let's say 10% every single week of an increase, let's just take that example. And every single week we're moving the needle by 10%, whatever that is. Every single week we do 10 points or 10% more of some sort of thing that we implement within our business. And we do it weekly. If we do 1.10, which represents 110%, right? What we had before, 10% more, to the 52nd power, okay, it equals 142. And that's basically implementing something every single week that moves the needle 10%, right? And then 2.3 to the 4th, that's basically implementing that same 10% all of those weeks, but hitting that goal within a quarter, right? So 2.3 is I believe it's 23 weeks within a quarter times that 10%. So it ends up being 230%. It's the same math. And we're compounding that 4 times. And that's also assuming those goals are aligned and stacking, right? You'll get 27.98. And again, I'm trying to mathematically explain to you this concept, right? If you stack things on top of each other every single week, right, for 52 weeks, your end result at the end of that year is 142. If you stack things on top of each other every single quarter, right, and those goals are quarterly goals, and you're repeating those big goals 4 times, right, even though they're bigger goals, right, The math behind that is 27.98. So what I'm trying to say is, if you set weekly goals and take those rocks, divvy them up in a way where they're strategic and build on top of each other, and set these simple things where you're making a change within your business every single week, you will have, what's that? About 5 times more output by the end of the year. Of course, probably 1,000,000 times more output than the average restorer that's not even business planning. But I'm trying to get in even deeper into this, right? If you talk to financial planners, they'll often tell you that weekly contributions to your retirement fund are way more powerful than doing a lump sum contribution, right? If you have an IRA that maxes out at $6,000, right, and you put in that $6,000 during that year just once lump sum, it's not as effective as putting in $100 every single week. So I challenge each and every one of you guys to take advantage of this concept. Think of ways where every single week you take one thing, you implement it, and you crush it with it. Here at Albi, that's exactly what we do. We have 3 of our managers within our team, and they're obligated, and we have resources for inspiration, right? But they're obligated to take one thing and implement it every week. Whether that's a process, whether that's a procedure, whether that's polishing something up. And every single week, we work on that thing. And the nice thing is it's compounding because every manager works just within that specific area. And I, as the leader, all I do is facilitate that. And the results are remarkable, right? Don't eat this entire elephant during the quarter. Eat a little piece of that elephant, piece by piece, every single week. I'm super excited to see what you guys do with this growth stacking method. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can reach out to me on social. I'd be more than happy to help. I love this stuff. This is my jam. If you like this content, please go ahead and give us a like to this video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for way more restoration tips and techniques. Until next time, I'm Alex Duta.